He knows he's always at home when it comes to the articulators. Today, Jeremy will try to help Jason feel at home with a warming welcome evaluation. Please welcome Jeremy Bell.
There's a movie called Coming to America with Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Jason, your speech reminded me of that movie for two reasons. It was the very interesting story of someone coming to our country and having preconceived notions such as, the country's so big, the land's so infinite, where shall we go, Los Angeles or New York? That was how I felt watching you, because you were learning about America and telling us about it. That was fantastic. It also reminded me of that movie because you were so funny. Who knew that Jason was going to come up here and be hysterical, talking about, of course Carol did, his mentor knew, talked about the bathroom and the restroom smelling the same. That was very creative. He talked about watching Friends and wanting to meet Jennifer. That was really cute. Keep that humor. It's such a strength for you right off the bat. I'm going to expect you in your second speech to be funny, because now I know you are funny. The only thing that I spotted for you to work on for your next speech was the audible crutches. You had a few ums, but really, so. Thomas would be so proud of you if he watched, because you start a lot of your statements with so. Watch the video when it's up and see if you can count how many times you said so, and instead, just pause. First thing to work on. But you already are doing so many things well. Good eye contact. Why? Because you had no notes, or if you had them up here, I didn't see you look at them once. You knew your speech so well. That's one that's very hard to do early on. Didn't need it at all. You had it down. It was fantastic. Natural gestures. You stood back. You held your hands here. You moved them around to talk and make your points. You weren't scared holding them like this or down at your sides or behind your back. You were very natural. You opened with a question, which is a really good, advanced way to open a speech. You first announced your topic, but went right into a question. Next time I would drop the initial announcing the topic and just go right into the question. Have you ever? It was a great way to open the speech, though, and opened all of our minds. And your speech had a point, and you closed with it, talking about traveling. That's the type of thing we all want to have in a speech if possible, even one that's just a good story, is to have a general point and make that point with your story. It's not something you do in the first speech most of the time. Usually an icebreaker is, I was born here, I was raised here, this is when I moved, this is my job, and this is my family, thank you. Not you, Jason. You picked something that would really tell us about you, your first experiences with America. Thank you for doing that, Mr. General Evaluator.
Our next evaluator is in an absolute state of amazement. She is amazed that she has found some place where she can talk and people actually listen. And they don't interrupt. This morning,